Anyways, my name is George Sorrenti. I'm talking a little bit about POSs from Gatesoft. The other videos I've showed it to you in the retail sector, and I said before in other videos that we have tons of different kinds of POS. From if you're a spa, if you're a service department, if you're a hotel, different kinds of classification, even if a school, tons of them. But I'm generalizing right now. There's a retail, and usually there's a F&B or what we call food and beverage type of a POS. I'm going to talk to you about a food and beverage POS, generally speaking. As you can see on the screen now, I'm going to type in the password that you have to type in for, okay? And then your point of sale comes up. This is traditionally a touchscreen type of a setup. Let me just kind of pull it up for you, just so I can kind of give you an idea. So this, what I have here is a retail more of a setup, okay? Because it's usually there's a barcode. But if you are more of a touchscreen setup, like a restaurant, you don't really see too many mouses being used for a retail setup. But something like this, you'll see like a little touchscreen. It could be an iPad, or it could be a touchscreen of any kind. We can also supply you that as well. But in short, you use that type of computer. Now this one, I'm going to show the little touchscreen now. So for example, if I want to do a dine-in restaurant, as I said, on a POS on the F&B, we have different kinds. We have a dine-in type of restaurant. We've got even a takeout, a delivery. We can even do a restaurant dine-in to charge it to a hotel room if you have our hotel system, if it's that kind of a setup. But there are tons of different kinds of POS. In this case, I'll go dine in. I click OK. As you can see, you'll have to put in your password, or if it's be barcode, or it could be a swipe card. Okay. I hit my username password right now. I go back to that now. Now this is a traditional setup of the tables. Now we can also do your tables in the way the layout looks like, okay? The layout of your restaurant. That is possible, but in this example, I'm just gonna do a standard layout, which is all your tables. All your tables are numbered, and all you got, and the red here represents, in the legend here, occupied. If it's gray, as you can see here, the gray ones, as you can see, it is going to be vacant. If it's a yellowish greenish, it's with bill, meaning you've billed out already. The orangey color is merged, meaning you can merge different tables together, right? You have three of your friends, three different tables, you can be one table. And then lastly, you have merged with bill, meaning all the three tables have come together, but they've actually also been given a bill already. No problem. So let me just choose a sample table now. If I choose a table now, I chose CS01. I can put the name of the table. Let's say your last name is Murray. So if I click M-U-R-R-A-Y, I put the name of the table. It'll also ask me how many people are sitting at the table. So I can say, for example, 5 people. If I click 5, now you can see there's 5 people for the table of Murray. The next step to do here is to click View Menu Item, menu list. These are all your categories of all your items for sale. So very straightforward. If you're going to get an appetizer, I'll click appetizer. Okay. If I click appetizer here, now you have different kinds of appetizers. You have American vegetable roll, you got beef fajitas, beef tapa, whatever it might be, right? If I click beef fajitas, it'll ask you how many. So I want to have, let's say, 5 of them. I click done. It's connected even to inventory or your warehousing, meaning if you have beef fajitas and there's 0 quantity, it'll even say you don't have any stock. That's a fantastic feature. Why is it fantastic? Because sometimes, if I were to pick on the appetizer side, I'll click, let's say, beef fajitas, and I want to have, let's say, 5 of them. I click done. It will also give me a notice because this is connected also to a inventory setup. It's a fantastic feature because it says there's 0 quantity of beef fajitas. And that's great because sometimes you don't find out until after the fact, and then you got to go back to the customer at the table and tell them, oh, sorry, we're out of beef fajitas, and they're really upset with you already. This way you could know immediately because you could also order this through a phone or a tablet, and you could be right beside the customer and they know immediately, sorry, sir, it's out of stock. But if you notice it's asking you yes or no. Why is it asking you yes or no if you have no stock? The reason why behind that is sometimes your stock has been already delivered. It's already in your restaurant, but you haven't had time to receive it into the software, meaning you haven't brought it in yet. So there's no record of it at all. Okay, I'll click beef fajitas. Okay, it shows you that, or in this case, beef tapa, there's zero quantity, meaning that there is no stock. Now that's a great feature to have. Why? Because sometimes you don't find out till after the fact you're out of stock, and you gotta go back to the customer and tell them you have no stock. So in our case, you can either go through the touchscreen of the cashier or the order station or a tablet. You can do that. So the customer can know immediately you have zero stock. It's a fantastic feature. But the question you might be asking is, why does it give you an option of yes or no if there's no stock? Well, in actuality, sometimes the stock has been delivered. It's in the corner there, but you haven't had time to record it into the inventory software. We get it, and you're so busy. But you don't want to lose any opportunity of a sale. So you go, you know what, there's stock, continue the order. I'll say yes. What does it do? It takes it into negative numbers. When you record it into the inventory at the end of the day, it'll bring it back to positive and then deduct what you used today. Awesome feature. As you can see, continue the sale. I go to other ones, for example, it's called beef salt picao. I'll say I need 4 of them, done. As we know, there's stock left, I'll say yes. Now what this does is I go save, yes. This will send it to the kitchen. The printer will come on the kitchen, or you can have a on screen where you can see it real time. The chef in the kitchen can see actually what's really happening. They can decide which will be served first. That can be done as well. It's looking for a printer. And what ends up happening is I can kind of go back into the order. If it's a new order, I click done. I say yes, done. And then you can see that's my table I chose earlier. Murray, remember that? 5 persons. So far your order is 1,347. I can do another order. Great. I can also transfer them to other tables. Watch this. I click Murray. I want to transfer them to another table. As you saw me click the button, I'll click them to CS04. I'll say done. And then now you can see it went from that table to this table, because sometimes that really happens, right? I can also do, for example, merge table. This is if you bring 2 tables together, you merge the table, and I can bring them together. And I won't do it right now, it's a little bit longer process, but you can bring tables together and change the color to green, okay? To yellow, sorry. Okay, so in short, let's say I want to add another order. I can do that. Click the CSO4, I click done. I can add. I'll click one more order. I'll add it from this guy wants a beer, for example. They will take, let's say, Cali Ice beer. They want 1. Say yes. It's already finished. It goes to the kitchen or to the bar. Fantastic. Okay. Now, other features in the software are, I can actually say notes. What are the notes for? Let's say I want beef salt picao, okay? The beef salt picao is, for example, with notes. As I click it, and I said I want no salt. I'll say done. As you can notice, there's a notepad there on beef out on right there. That will send it to the kitchen as no salt. Okay. Other features that you can do here, you can go into cancel item. We talked about that before. If you want to cancel one particular item, let's say this one here. Okay, I'll say beef salt picao. Here. Okay, I'll say Cali Ice instead. I'll cancel an item. Yes. And I'll say done. It's gone. That's how easy as that. Cancel sale, cancel the rest of them. I won't give great detail. We'll talk about it in another detailed video. Discounts can be done as well. We'll talk about that later. But the bottom line is, let's say I want to close the sale. I can go to cash. Okay. Again, in the Philippines, you're going to have to go this procedure because that's kind of quite normal. And I'll just do that, put AA just to get it through, hit proceed. It'll come up with the denominations that will be coming, as you can see here. Your currency bills of your country will appear here. Let's say the order right now is 1,347. You gave me 247. I'll say done. Then, of course, you'll calculate the receipts as he was looking for, and then the change, and then your order is already done. Okay? So basically, that's the general view. There's a lot of reports in there from the end of the day, top selling items, worst selling items. We can cover that in another detailed training video. But today, I want to show to you the restaurant F&B point of sale. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. George Durante signing off from AI1 Gatesoft.